Ruchin. All right, you gave us a speech from Pathways Level 3, Speech 2. And the point of the speech is to create effective visual aids. So your projector was great, connected the laptop, you're already plugged in, so to speak, from your Pathways training, so that was nice. It was an easy transition for you to come up and provide the visual aids, and you incorporated them well in your speech. Let's talk about some of the things that I thought you really excelled at. Your structure of the speech was very good, I thought. You gave us the concept that you wanted to talk about. First of all, protect yourself was, okay, so protect ourselves from what? And you came out right away and told us what the item was that you wanted to talk about, and that was a security threat, and specifically for the download of an infectious Google app on a specific type of phone. Wow, if you're the owner of that phone, I would imagine if you hadn't read that article, then you were probably very concerned. So you talked about what the issue was, what the concern, what would happen to you if your phone was affected. And then you move to the next section, the anatomy of the attack. Let's talk about, well, what really happened. Once you gave us all the scary stuff, let's talk about the details. And you talked about what was compromised, the images, record video, monitoring voice calls. You gave us a nice diagram. I think this was a really good use of the visual aids, because the first part was good too, because it was the information about the infectious app, and then you move to here's how that works between the two parts, from the phone app and to the actual server, and then you can actually communicate. And so you gave us a lot more detail behind that. And then you went to the solution, which I thought was great. But now you've scared us, gotten our attention, what do we do about it? And you broke down the solution in multiple steps. And then you gave us a very nice conclusion. The more you know, the less you know. I thought that was a nice way of wrapping up your speech. So what are some of the things that perhaps you could have improved on? I thought, there was a lot of good information. I thought when you got to the solution part, you started explaining a lot, and for me, maybe because I'm not very technically savvy, a lot of that stuff just went right over my head. So had you incorporated the visual aids, you could have talked about ecosystems. All right, well, here's 3 ecosystems. This is the Apple ecosystem. Boom. So we're like, okay, so what is an ecosystem? How does that work? And then also talk about maybe some of the acceptable messages if you felt like you had an effective app. What are the acceptable messages? What should we disregard? Things like that. But overall, I thought you did an excellent job. Thank you.